Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I'm going to go over my top 5 recommendations for the upcoming Sephora sale. So in the last couple of years that I have been on YouTube, I have done quite a few of these videos. Every time the sale rolls around, which is usually twice a year, I do a recommendations video, and then I do a video where I talk about what I'm planning on purchasing. Last sale, I did a top products, I think under $20. So I'll link all those videos down below because all of those things I still think are great products and I still recommend them. And if you want a more comprehensive list, you can watch one of those videos. In this video, I thought it would be nice just to do a top 5. These are 5 products that I think, one, are worth the splurge because Sephora stuff's expensive. And these products that I have out in front of me are on the more high end for stuff that you can get at Sephora. So like I've got Hourglass, I've got Tilbury, I've got Urban Decay. I've got a couple things that are more affordable too, but I've got some more higher end products that I think are worth it at full price. But I think if you can get them at a bit of a discount, great. So as I'm filming this, the sale starts in a couple of weeks. It starts for Rouge members on October 28th. I'll have all the sale details down below. I am on a low buy, so there will be very little, fingers crossed, that I am planning on picking up. There's a ton of things I want, but I'm really trying to stick to this low buy. I'll do a video of what I'm planning on picking up, or maybe a Sephora haul from the sale, something like that. There are a couple things that I do need to repurchase, and so I might as well do them, during the sale. Also, my birthday's next week, and I do typically get some gift cards for my birthday, so I will hopefully use some of those during the sale. So we'll see what I end up getting, but I am on a low buy, so I am planning on really reining it in as I was, in the spring sale. And I think I did pretty good in the spring sale. So let's get into these products. So again, these are the top 5 products that when I sat and went through my collection this morning, I thought, yeah, these are real standout products to me. Products that I feel like would be hard maybe to dupe in the drugstore, although, probably there are dupes, but I don't know about them. But these are 5 products that I think really are worth that extra splurge. So the first one I'm going to talk about is from Hourglass, and this is the Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow. So this is a new one that I picked up maybe about a week and a half ago, and this is in the shade Storm, and I already have this one in Ray. Hourglass, I feel like, is such a splurge. I'll have all these products linked below and prices, but I do think these are $39. And I do think at $39, they are worth the splurge. So first of all, the component is gorgeous. Like Hourglass stuff, it just looks pretty on the outside, right? The component is beautiful. And then when you open it up, it's a powdered shadow in a pot, and it's got that little stopper. So this one is... This is the Smoke. Did I say Storm? No, Smoke. Smoke is the most recent shade that I got. I think I do keep calling it Storm, but it's Smoke. I have this one in Smoke, and then I have this one in Ray. Now, when you go in store, I will say this, they're all very similar. Very, very similar. But on the eyes, I do feel like there's a difference in these. Now, did I need the Smoke shade? No. I love the Ray. There's more product in here than I probably can get through in a lifetime. I have Smoke on my eyes today. I'm gonna swatch these so you guys can see them. And again, they are very similar. I'm not saying you need 2, and I would go in store and swatch them because I think there's 8. I think there's 8 shades, and I do think they're all, within a certain range of tones, right? There's not a lot of variation. There's not like a bright blue and a yellow. They're very kind of neutrally taupey, bronzy shades. So let's do Ray first. I'm gonna use a brush to swatch because I can't get my nail in there. And this is actually how I put them on. I just use this flat brush. So that's Ray. It's this beautiful coppery, taupey shade. They feel beautiful on my lids. They wear well through the day, like unmovable through the day. I don't get any creasing, and actually if I have a bit of creasing from concealer and I put this on, I just smooth it. It just smooths it right out. So on my kind of crepey, mature upper lids, I feel like these perform really well. Both these shades do the same. This one has a little bit more of a chunkier glitter in it. but I don't get fallout. I don't get fallout in the day. It wears so beautifully, and I just love this. And this, for me, I just take it on the fluffy brush, put it on the movable part of my lid. I take a fluffier brush, I blend it out going upwards, and then I take a little bit and I run it on my lower lash line. Okay, let's take Smoke. I'm gonna flip my brush here so I can show you. Smoke is definitely more of a brown, but you'll see when I show you, they are very similar. Again, I'm not sure I needed both of them. So Smoke is a little bit, this is the Ray shade's a little more coppery, a little more bronzy, and this one's a little more brown taupe. And I think when I'm looking up close, the shimmer in here feels finer. And actually when I do dip my finger in there, in the Smoke shade, that shimmer in there, the glitter in there, feels like it's more finely milled, where in the Ray, it does feel a little chunkier. Either of these I love. I'm so happy to have them. I feel like they both perform beautifully. Again, I probably didn't need to buy that second one, but I'm more than happy to have it. As far as splurging on a product, I feel like these are worth the splurge. I feel like they're worth the full price, and at 20% off, even better, right? Or whatever level you are. Because of course in the Sephora sale, if you're Rouge, you get 20% off. If you're VIB, you get 15. And if you're Insider, you get 10%. So it does depend on what level you are. But yeah, I love these. And I'm reaching for these all the time. I'm reaching for these over my Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, which I also think is a fantastic product. And I feel like that's another one that would be good to splurge on. But if I had to pick one, I'm picking this one from Hourglass. The next product I wanted to talk about that I feel like is worth the splurge is this foundation from Urban Decay. So this is the Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator, and I have it in 30 Light. This for me is the perfect everyday, all year round foundation. So there's lots of foundations that I love from Sephora. This one I got, I want to say about four months ago, maybe 5 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, somewhere in there, maybe not quite that long, but I have had it a while. I've used it a ton. It's easy to use. It looks beautiful on my mature dry skin. It wears well through the day. It's a no-brainer. Like, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to fuss with it. I put it on with a dampened beauty sponge. It blends well. It's just easy, and I just really love the finish of this. When I put this on, it makes my skin look hydrated for sure, and there is a slight dewiness, but there's not. Sometimes I feel like in some products that say they're dewy or glowy, there's a bit of a shimmer in there. And this doesn't have that. I don't get that with this. It doesn't make my pores look bigger, which sometimes some of those other ones with a bit of shimmer can really accentuate my pores or any little bit of texture I have on my face. This one doesn't do that. It just is pretty. It's easy, pretty, and looks nice on my skin. And so I think it's worth the splurge. Now, this is more of a higher end foundation, not luxury for sure, but Urban Decay is up there for sure. Again, there's lots of foundations I love, and there's lots even from the drugstore I love. But when I was thinking about products that I feel like are unique enough to warrant that little bit extra of a spend, I think this is one. And I do have a girlfriend that wears this and really loves it, and I've seen other reviews on it, and I'm happy to have it for sure. And I bought it at full price, and I think it's worth it at full price, but it's definitely worth it if you can get, a little bit of a discount. Always helps. So yeah, this is the second product that I would recommend that I feel like is unique enough in my collection to warrant spending that little bit extra. Okay, number 3. Now, I've talked about this product a ton, but when I was going through today, I thought to myself, this is such a unique product that I think I talk about it in every sale. This is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have mine in 2 Light. And I know recently e.l.f. has come out with a product that is supposed to be kind of a dupe for this. I haven't tried that product, you guys. I have tried. I go into the drugstores. Anytime I'm near a drugstore, I pop in to see if they have it. Sold out. On the e.l.f. website, any shade that I would use, sold out. So I haven't tried that e.l.f. one, and maybe the e.l.f. one is a dupe where you don't need to spend this, because I think this product is over $50. Now, this is the full size. It does come in a mini, and I would say if you haven't tried it and you're wondering about it, try the mini. There's a ton of product in that mini. That mini will last you a year. Now, this product You can use it as a primer, and I do use it like that all the time. You can mix it in with your foundations. If you got a foundation that looks kind of thick and heavy and a little bit cakey, and you mix a little bit of this in with it, it definitely brings that glowy dewiness to the skin. And so I love it for that. But how I typically wear this is as a cream highlight. Now I have, that's the product there. I do have a Beauty Light Wand from Charlotte Tilbury, which is her cream highlight. I don't like it as much as this. I love how this looks on my skin. It just seamlessly blends in as a highlighter, and then it just gives this soft shift, and I love it as a cream or liquid highlighter, and that's typically how I wear it. It just looks like healthy skin. It doesn't accentuate anything, it doesn't settle or give me creasing or anything like that, and I feel like there's nothing else I've tried that is like this product. Now again, I know that e.l.f. one, maybe, but I haven't tried it. And so I wanted to mention this because it's such a versatile product. There's days where I do a no makeup, and this is all I put on my face. And I do have a video where I demoed that. I'll link that up above and down below. So versatile, so well loved and well used in my collection that it's a daily use product for me. In one way or another, I use this almost every day. And I absolutely love it. And I think it's worth the splurge. I think it's unique enough that it's worth the splurge. Again though, does come in the mini. Okay, and then the next product I wanted to talk about was from Rare Beauty. And this is the liquid blush. What are these called? I don't know, I can't read what they're actually called. So this is the full size, and I do have this full size liquid blush in Grace. And then I have this trio of minis. So this is the difference in size. Now, as we're heading into holiday season, there's lots of little sets you can get that come with these mini. This mini is more blush than you will ever use. These are so pigmented, and they go such a little bit, go such a long way. So that's the 3 shades I have in the minis. This is Peace, which is kind of a peachy color. This is Joy, and this is Hope. Hope is my favorite shade. Now these do also come in a more of a matte and more of a shimmery one, and I do think this Hope one is a little bit of a dewier formula. It's not the matte ones. So that's the shade there. I think in my collection, high-end or drugstore, this is a very unique product. It's a unique formulation, so you can see a little bit goes a very long way. It's so easy to blend. It gives me this beautiful flush from within, especially this shade. Like, I love this shade. So it's easy, it blends well, it wears well, it lasts through the day. It doesn't accentuate anything, it doesn't settle into anything on my dry skin, and I don't have anything like this from the drugstore, and I think these are worth the splurge. Now these are not terribly expensive. Like, I think this large full-size one, I want to say these are $25, somewhere right in there, but these little mini sets I think are a really good value, because although that looks tiny, I've had this a year, I haven't even made a dent in it, and I do reach for this all the time. It does set down, so now that has set down, which you guys know I like. I don't like things to stay kind of slippy or greasy on my face. It's so pretty. It's just pretty and easy to use, and that's what I love. And again, I think it's unique. I think it's a unique formula. It's a unique product. I don't have anything else like this in my collection. I have lots of cream blushes I love. Like Rare Beauty's cream blush I love. The Tower 28 cream blush, you guys know I love that one. That one's worth the spend. That one's worth it at full price. They're all worth it at full price for these ones I'm gonna mention, but Item Beauty has a beautiful cream blush. The Morphe one is lovely. Any of those I think are a good purchase, but this is unique. You know, it's unique enough to make it in my top 5, and I really love this product, really love it. And the little mini sets at Christmas time are fantastic. Okay, and then the last product that I wanted to talk about that I feel like is unique enough in my collection and that I love enough are these signature lips from Merit. So I have done a bunch of sponsored videos, not a bunch, 2. I've done 2 sponsored videos with Merit. This is not sponsored. I purchased both of these myself. They did not send these to me. The first one I purchased was in the shade Baby. That's what I have on my lips today. You guys, I love this lipstick. Now, I don't love bullet lipsticks. Typically, I don't reach for bullet lipsticks in my collection. I have incredibly dry lips. So dry. They're always crusty. They're always dry. So what I'm after is a lip gloss or a tinted lip balm, something like that. But these signature lips, I'm out of space to put it, so I'll put it here so you can see this shade. This baby shade I love. Like, for me, this is My Lips, but better. It sits so nice on my dry lips. It makes them feel hydrated. The color lasts. It doesn't last like a liquid lip. It doesn't last like a lip stain, but it does last quite a while. It stays feeling super hydrating. I put this on and then I will quite often top it with a bit of a lip oil or a glossy balm, something like that. It's just perfect for me. I love this product. And then because I loved that one so much, I wanted to grab another shade. And so I grabbed this shade Fashion, which is this sort of raspberry berry shade. I wanted something like that for fall, and it's so pretty. I do prefer Baby. Like, I think Baby just, for me, it's such a perfect shade. But I am really enjoying that raspberry shade as well. So I wanted to mention them because, you know, I think these are they $33? Again, I'll have all the prices down below because I don't know. You know, it's spendy for a lipstick, right? For a little single lipstick, when you can get lots of lipsticks at the drugstore. The drugstore, I think for a lot of things, the drugstore really, I mean, probably for everything, the drugstore does fantastic. They've really elevated drugstore makeup lately, but I think comes with that is the increased price. I feel like in Canada, drugstore stuff's not as cheap as it once was. There is some great mascaras at the drugstore. Lip products, great ones at the drugstore. Complexion products, but there's some products that I still feel, even though you can get great ones at the drugstore, are worth spending that little bit more. The Merit packaging is beautiful, and that is one thing with all these products that I've talked about, the packaging. You know, you're spending a little bit more, but I think packaging does count a little bit. Not always, but sometimes, right? And the Merit lipsticks are packaged so beautifully. I'm actually gonna pick up the baby shade for my mom and add that to her Christmas gift because she was here a couple weeks, well, a month ago now, and she kept reaching for that baby shade. So I'm gonna add that to her Christmas gift. So packaging for these products is also beautifully done, and the Merit ones is no exception. Like, that packaging is gorgeous. And I feel like this lip is worth that little bit extra that you're gonna spend. But you know what? Get it in the sale. Get it at a little bit of a discount. So there you go, you guys. There's my top 5 picks for the upcoming Sephora sale. I thought doing just a top 5 was maybe better than spending 3 hours talking about the 50 products that I love. So I'll link the other videos I've done because there's a ton of stuff I love from Sephora. You guys know I love Sephora. I love to just go wander in there. I could spend $1,000 in the sale. I could spend $1,000 and it wouldn't be hard, and it wouldn't even be products I had never heard about. It would be products that I have just always wanted to try. So, but these top 5 I think are standouts in my collection. They're products, most of them that I've had for months and months for sure, if not a year or more even. Some of them, like that Hollywood Flawless filter, I feel like I've been using for a couple years. Not that one, I bought the mini, and then when I had used that up, I bought the full size. So I am well familiar with that product. So yeah, there you go. There's my top 5 picks. I will link my other recommendation videos down below in case you wanna see more things that I think are great. So if you have recommendations, please leave them down below. It helps me, it helps all of us to see what other people recommend. If you have a standout product that you absolutely love from Sephora, please leave it down below. I'm always on the hunt for great new products to try. So yeah, would love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, if you would subscribe, that would be amazing. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.